Welcome to That Money Show. I'm your host, Milton Lawrence. On today's episode, we're going to look at foreclosures among the rich and famous. Also, what the hell is going on with these greedy bankers?
It's just to help you out. Talk about profit, gang.
Welcome back. Instead of lifestyles of the rich and famous, this could be called lifestyles of the fools and foolish. If you've ever felt that the money your favorite celebrity rakes in, as well as the lifestyle that they live, is so far beyond your wildest dreams, I'm here to level the playing field. If it's true that misery likes company, and you've made some big money blunders, don't feel bad, because now many celebrities are experiencing the same humiliation as you and me. Recently, another one of Nick Cage's homes went up for auction to satisfy a lot of back tax money he allegedly owes the IRS. I've got one question. Who the hell is minding the store? Don't get me wrong. I like Nicolas Cage. I think he's a good actor. But a good actor doesn't necessarily make a good money manager. He says his accountant/manager is to blame. Well, if that's the case, who hired this guy? It's like the fox guarding the hen house. The lesson here is that we should all know how to manage our money, no matter how much we have, because no manage equals no money. Even though $1 million sounds like a lot of money, let me give you an example of what the real value is. And really, the value is in controlling what you have, as well as controlling your spending. If you had $1 million cash right now in your hand, and you spent $86,000 a day, after 11 and a half days, you'd be totally broke. But if you had $1 billion and you spent that same $86,000 a day, you could go for 32 years before being broke. Big difference. Celebrity foreclosures are on the rise. Why? Because they got caught up in the real estate hysteria like you and me, buying and borrowing against their real estate, which was also artificially inflated. As a result, many of them now owe more on their properties than they're actually worth. And when they refuse or just simply cannot pay those high notes they have, they lose their homes to foreclosure. Enough said. Now let's look at banks and those greedy, scum-sucking bankers who act like they're pimps and we're their hoes. At any moment's notice, if we're late bringing them that money, they're ready to backhand and bitch slap us with their excessive penalties and fees. They put the loan sharks out of business, as they constantly threaten us with that can of whoop ass if we don't pay up. Take Wells Fargo. There are lawsuits pending against them by entire cities like the city of Baltimore, Maryland, alleging they are serial predators, serial predatory lenders. Wells Fargo Bank is the 4th largest U.S. bank and the #1 mortgage holder in the United States. The charges allege that they have engaged in wholesale fraud and thievery, as well as deceptive business practices, by steering the most disenfranchised part of the population to subprime mortgages. So when they defaulted on the loans, they could snatch those properties back at the drop of a hat. But this has caused a ripple effect, because this scheme has lessened the tax base that many of these cities relied on to provide services to the community. As a result, many of these cash-strapped municipalities are hurting. They need to let us be the judge, jury, and executioner. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not advocate any form of violence, but I do say in their case, instead of an eye for an eye, how about a head for an eye? We have to let our voices be heard, even though Congress and the government regulators are in bed with these financial phonies. We cannot fail to act at the ballot box, for the pen is mightier than the sword of injustice. On the next episode, we're going to look at some websites that offer free services. You can bet your last money being broke damn sure ain't funny. For That Money Show, we'll see you next time.
It's just to help you out. Talk about profit, gang.